Chicago basically screwed itself. It's collapsing, and no one else to blame but Chicago themselves. You have a pretty good run going because Chicago is known for all of the stock workers coming from your smartphone, coming from Robinhood, and coming from Wall Street. All those orders go to Chicago, and now the Chicago Mercantile Exchange CEO Duffy says firm is prepared to leave Chicago if we have to. Now, this isn't the first time a major firm in Chicago has left, but this is going to be very, very commonplace as the first time when Mayor Brandon Johnson became Chicago's head, he basically said, let's add on more taxes. Guys, taxes are good, right? But it really gets to a certain point when businesses just have to leave. And it's 2024. You don't have to stay in Chicago if you want to do finance. You don't have to stay in New York City. You don't have to be in the Bay Area to do tech. You don't have to go to Seattle. Vegas is becoming a massive hub for finance and especially tech. Wall Street is known for a Miami location now, Wall Street South. And check this out. Billionaire hedge fund manager Ken Griffin moving Citadel HQ out of Chicago into Miami. He's kind of done, and we're seeing similar announcements from several other companies. This article and this event happened 2 years ago, and the reason why Ken Griffin left was because one of his colleagues got held on gunpoint, and also his penthouse's lobby got shot up. Is this really a place that you want to keep your billions and also live in? Probably not. Chicago is just filled with crime, so much so that the mom and pop stores have long been gone, and we're seeing chains like Walmart's, Save-A-Lot, and several other stores closing down. But Chicago's biggest customers, this is what makes Chicago really wealthy, which is like CME, Citadel. But when these guys all leave, when all the hedge funds leave, guess what? Chicago is basically gone. Miami right now is now the new Wall Street, guys. Traditionally, everyone goes to Chicago, everyone goes to New York City, but who wants to go to those cities when they're sanctuary cities, when they spend every penny on the migrant crisis, when they don't do anything for its citizens, when the crime is through the roof? People start going to Miami. Walk through the streets of Brickell, you'll start seeing finance bros and crypto bros and hedge fund managers everywhere. Miami area dubbed Wall Street South to get its first trading floor. It's a very symbolic step and move to show other cities that Miami is serious about being a new financial hub. Considering that Miami has great weather, fantastic food, and low crime rates, and the city is actually managed normally for once, this is very appealing for billionaires and also big tech guys to move there, right? I wouldn't be surprised if the CME will just be leaving soon. Citadel has already left. Everyone thought that Ken Griffin will never leave Chicago because this is where he invented the company and this is where Citadel has been headquartered, but even he's gone. When Ken Griffin's gone, a lot of other smaller hedge funds that don't make it on the news are also leaving. We're seeing $2 trillion being flowed out of New York City and also some of the California areas. And Chicago, we're going to be seeing trillions very, very soon. Chicago also just spends every single penny on the migrant crisis. Guys, you have two choices as a finance company. You could, one, go to Chicago, where the city spends every penny they tax from you on the migrant crisis, whereas crime rate is through the roof. Or maybe go somewhere nice, like Miami, and become a very, very good hedge fund, get employees, and a lot of talent. It's like a really simple move. A lot of people just simply don't really want to go to places like Chicago anymore for finance. A lot of people just simply want to go to Miami for finance. Fantastic location, get its own trading floor, and many funds are moving there. Greater Miami has attracted more real estate interest from financial firms since the pandemic, and many people are looking to do business outside of New York City and also Chicago. We're seeing this exchange will be included in many different areas, and we could be seeing a lot of other finance bros and financial companies just simply move to Miami because of low taxes and especially a lot of talent. We're also seeing a lot of incentives to get smaller local businesses here and also big businesses like, for example, Citadel, and maybe even one day the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. Miami is going to be the new hotspot for the rest of a few decades. It's going to be the new financial hub and tech hub, whereas other cities are literally spending every penny on the migrant crisis and stuff that people just don't want to do. Guess what Miami is doing? Investing in itself and making the city an even better place to do business and live in. So thanks for watching, guys. Comment below. You think Chicago can recover, or is it over for Chicago?